what are your thoughts before the shot now, Rob?
Wait till they get here and collect some thoughts. I have no thoughts. It's spontaneous. Whatever happens, happens. They have the choices. They picked this alumni hall facade, and we'll wait till they get here to see if they have some ideas.
So this is where they want to shoot in front of the building here.
Probably, you're probably way out. Right now there's the problem with lighting coming in. That's quite often the view that people think of. There's a lot of people around right now, whether they'll be gone. 1:45, another 15 minutes will probably. Just patience. So what we like is overhead light control, which this nice big canopy gives us. And I'm thinking as the sun's dropping down now, which was before a problem, that might be an interesting backdrop there. The only thing we have is the light variation. So under here, we've got a totally different value than back there. That'll be blown out unless the sun drops more and darkens the same value. I like having the odd time, if I can, I like having a little bit background.
Okay.
So I'll just say that again. Do you have some spots, some ideas?
We have one over there that we found.
Yeah.
Did you want to take a look at it?
Yeah.
Okay, just across the road.
Yeah.
Right?
You said Alumni Hall, so you were just in the vicinity.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm parked down in here, so once we get a spot, I'll go get my equipment. Okay, so let's just scout.
Should let's take a look. Here, maybe this bench. Or down there. But
and then there's, I think, a cool spot with
we'll take a few different varieties.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's do a few different shots while we're at it.
that sounds good.
And
I
then you have some
leave it
choice.
to you.
Yeah.
We were here the other day, you were bringing us off the hood. We're standing here.
Okay, well let's look at your spots. So that's the one.
Yeah, in this area somewhere.
Good.
Windows. Yeah, I don't know why.
That's cool. I'm strange, so that works out well.
I love pictures of doors and windows, so I kind of like somewhere in this area.
There's like the company thought they were going to.
Sorry.
There's like the company thought they were going to sell more than they did.
Anything else?
No, or there was that bench, different angles off of that bench, but whatever you see.
No, that's great.
You're looking for composition, so.
Yeah, well the thing is too, is that sometimes things that are the broad picture, kind of like if you've ever taken a landscape picture.
Yeah, right.
You know, you see this beautiful vista and you take the shot and you try putting people in there, they're non-existent.
Exactly.
So we can't have everything
Can't overwhelm the subjects.
in photography, so sometimes isolated little areas. But we can take a couple wide angle and maybe from a low angle and catch something. I'll give you a little bit of variety so that you got some choice after. I'm not in a big panic. You can just relax a little touch.
Oh yeah, sure.
You aren't in a big panic?
Not at all. No, no. We're all yours.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Great.
That's fine.
Nowhere to go.
So when I'm working, the reason that a lot of my shots are the way that they are, people just, what I'm told anyway, is that it looks natural. It looks like people are just enjoying themselves. So there's no cheese and smile. There's no anticipation of.
No, it's just capturing.
So you don't even have to be asking me.
Now or whatever.
Now, what do you want me to do now? It's not really that. It's a matter of putting people in places and just getting you to kind of relax together.
Okay.
And a lot of it is just that I concentrate on is the body motion. So I'm not necessarily going to control and manipulate you into a place. But for instance, see how you're standing?
Yeah.
That we do that naturally. Exactly like that.
Right.
And it's a natural flow to the body, and the way that you kind of tip into. A lot of times, guys will have hands in their pockets, different things like that. And yet, when we have pictures taken, we automatically stiffen up. So that's all that I attempt to do. And in photography, a few inches is a mile. Now, this is going to be a bit of a challenge with your height differences because normally what I do is bring heads and that close together. As an example, if I was taking a shot of you, you'd be on totally opposite sides of the frame. I couldn't even take that type of shot.
Yeah.
And sometimes if I have, which we'll do when we're sitting. Sitting is a great equalizer.
Right.
That's the one thing I've had a lot of disparity with both ways. I had one wedding, I remember it was in Georgetown, and he was about 6'7" or so, and she was 5 foot. And So her big thing, can you handle it? Can you deal with that? They went to half a dozen studios in Hamilton, and everyone, but not everyone, but a couple of them, they went in. What they have was a big picture on the wall with a tall guy and a short girl straight on like this here. That was exactly what they didn't want.
Yep.
But seating is a great equalizer. We all have roughly the same height and torso, and that's so that all of a sudden takes the legs out of the way. And not that we're trying to make anything unnatural, but we'll use those elements to try
that's
and
what we were thinking.
just value. And as much as anything, what I was going to say we're starting with is get those heads together. So sometimes I'll have you moving in, and it seems like you're almost touching, and there's actually a big gap.
Okay.
Within the frame.
Yeah, it's a two-dimensional medium, and there's a little bit of illusion to it. Eh? So, anyway, if you want to sit down, I'm going to... Telling them I'm going to do a video. Do you mind?
Do you want me? Just tell me if you want me to stop. I don't know.
You can do whatever you want. I'm not like you.
Oh, okay.
I love being photographed. I'm the man.
Okay.
Can you see my backpack? Should I put it on the other shoulder? This nice low pro.
Check it out.
Low pro tracker.
Wow.
And you can, your hand can just touch on his while you're talking, like you normally would, like I saw before.
Okay.
Beautiful. Oh, you guys are good.
Okay.
Normally I'd be like yelling at her. She wasn't
That's
looking
right.
at her.
Well, you can yell at him. That makes an interesting expression. Okay, now that's just about right. So come out of the way. I'm going to get you to come out of the way.
All right.
And just stand right out. What I like dealing with people that. That's what I like about dealing with places that we have no control. So that's all.
Yeah, really. We're just. I know these.
Are you getting sick of it, Greg? I'm going to try a real slow shutter.